Look at this. Big bite. Okay. Ooh.
How you like it?
Gus,
Yeah.
you're trying to put me in a coma today, brother. Hey everyone, I'm Greg Hudson, and this is America's Best Restaurants. It is the show where we scour the country looking for hidden gems as well as your local favorites. And today we are in Sun Prairie, Wisconsin at Gus's Diner, where they're making everything from scratch. The father-son team of Gus and Tim, they've got everything from corned beef hash to burgers to what Gus claims are the best pancakes in the state of Wisconsin. Well, only one way to find out. Let's go. All right, this place is seriously cool. This is awesome. Tim,
Hey,
what's going
Greg.
on, brother?
How are you?
Doing very well, man.
Thanks
Good
for
to see
coming
you.
by.
Absolutely.
Welcome to Gus's Diner.
Dude, this place is, I'm transported back to like 1955, 1965.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Thank you.
I even see you have, I'm going to be really honest with you, Andy Griffith's show is one of my favorite shows of all time. I even see a Barney Fife sign over there.
Yep,
Yes,
absolutely.
But the decor in here
we
is
got
incredible.
The 15-cent Mountain Dew.
All of
For
these
show
signs.
only.
Yeah, right. It's not for real. Where do you guys get all these decorations from, man?
Well, a lot of them came with the building, and about 50% of them are stuff that customers hand down to us.
Wow.
All the time. You know, hey Tim, or hey Gus, I got a video or a nice poster. You know, I'd like for you to have. It's like, sure, no problem.
And you just
Absolutely.
decorate the rest
Yeah,
of.
and if something's been there for a while, maybe we switch it up a little bit. We'll
Okay.
take something down, put something new in. But that's mostly it's customers bringing them.
I mean,
to
this
us.
is super authentic.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like I saw like a real jukebox over there
Yep.
from way back in the day, a stoplight, the vintage signs everywhere.
Absolutely.
This is super cool,
There-
man.
When you drive by, there's literally a 1950s cop car in the back of the building. So we'll have
Oh
to get
my
a shot of
goodness.
that.
Yeah, we'll definitely
No
check
engine
that out.
in it, so it can't be stolen. but-
Nobody's gonna steal it.
Nope, nobody's gonna steal it.
All
but
right.
it's back there. Absolutely.
Man.
Yeah.
This is so
I hope you're hungry.
Oh yeah, we're all the
Yeah.
food, man.
Well,
Definitely.
I got you already prepared some stuff for you. Some cheese curds, some onion rings, and these are some nice Wisconsin cheese curds that you haven't had anywhere else but Wisconsin.
Let's go.
All right.
You know, I love it when they have food just ready as soon as we walk in the door to taste. This is great.
So
Okay, what are we looking at here, Tim?
here we got some thick cut onion rings. All right. They're half an inch thick. Real jumbo onions, handmade in Wisconsin that we get locally sourced.
Wow.
These are our signature cheese curds, white cheddar, real white cheddar cheese with the light breading. We don't want it to be too overpowering with the breading. You know,
That's-
we want the cheese curds to taste like cheese curds, not like flour.
That's
So,
the key. For me, I'm a big
yeah.
proponent of that. Like I like when there's just a little light breading to add some texture to it, but you still get the flavor of
You
what's
get the
inside,
flavor
like the
of
cheese.
the cheese curd, and it's a real white cheddar Wisconsin cheese. So you can't go wrong.
Where do we start? What do you want to start
Wherever,
with?
go
Let's
ahead.
have this
Yes.
onion ring staring me in the
Yes,
face right there.
absolutely,
Man,
yes.
you're right. These are pretty thick cut,
Yes,
brother.
absolutely. Yes.
Oh,
Nice and crispy on the outside. Nice texture in the inside.
that onion though is
Yes.
super soft. Comes
Yes.
right apart.
Yes, absolutely.
Mm,
Yeah,
uh-huh.
you're making me hungry.
That's
here.
right.
Yeah.
It does that. Oh, those are sweet.
Mhm.
Nice sweet onion in there.
Yeah.
Brother, these are dynamite.
Thank
These
you.
are really good. But the same thing with the onion ring, it's not overly breaded. I'm not just tasting
No,
the
it's
breading.
not. Exactly. I mean, like again, onion ring. You want to taste the onion.
Yeah.
Same thing with the cheese curds. They're nice and simple.
It's fun.
Yeah. I mean, you don't even need a dipping sauce with these.
You don't.
Here, 1 second.
You really don't. Oh, thanks.
There you go.
I'm definitely going to need these, that's for sure. Okay, so I think this is one of my favorite things about Wisconsin, the cheese curds. Let's dive in here. This is a nice helping too. Like if you
Yes.
come in here, you're going to get a
This is
pretty
our
good
full-
helping.
This is our full-size order cheese curds. We also have a half size for people that don't want, if it's a single person or whatever. For our family, full size, it's these. I mean, I'll just start with this one right here.
These are dynamite.
Yeah, they're great.
These are dynamite.
Cheers.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
These are dangerous though, because let's say like if I were watching a movie at home, I would just sit here and just doot, doot, doot. If I got these to go, they'd be gone while I'm watching a movie at home.
Exactly. I mean, these things, you know, when you get the box, you just kind of get rid of the nutritional package
Right,
part out of it. You
that's
just go to town. I mean, you know,
What is it about the cheese curds in Wisconsin that make them so delicious? Because so what I notice is, you know, a mozzarella stick, for example, anywhere you go, it kind of stretches, pulls apart. These
Yeah.
have a chew and a texture
What's
and a
different
nice
cheese?
saltiness.
Exactly.
Right, but
Yeah.
what is it about the curds that are like?
I mean,
like
Wisconsin is America's dairy land, so
Right.
you know we're known for cheese, and I just feel like the cheddar cheese really complements the breading and when you deep fry it. Something about that cheddar cheese when you deep
Yeah.
fry it, it just fits perfectly. And the mozzarella is a stringier cheese, so when you pull it out, that's why it stretches out.
Sure.
And the cheese curds is just a perfect, like I said, perfect blend of saltiness, of texture, and it just melts. It literally melts in your mouth.
I personally, I love when a cheese has a nice little chew to it, just enough of a chew, and that's what the
Absolutely.
curds have. These are fantastic.
Yes, I mean,
man.
and the cook time of these has to be like kind of perfect. Undercooked, you don't want to, you know, get them
Right.
Nobody wants to eat raw cheese. Overcooked, you don't want to get them the cheese burning out. So this is a perfectly cooked cheese curd.
Perfectly executed.
Yeah.
Did Gus make these?
Yeah, he's back
Is
there
Gus here?
cooking up a shot. Absolutely, he's in the back cooking.
Gus is here. And full disclosure, that's your dad, right?
That is my dad.
I can't wait to hear the story behind
Absolutely. Well, we'll get into that for sure. And
that. What's he making for us to try for the rest of the menu?
well, we really want to focus on our you know, really key features that we go through a lot of. I mean,
Okay.
we got to start with burgers. I mean, burgers and shakes in the diner. Shakes, by the way, we'll get that rolling for you. I'm sure you like shakes.
I'm not going to say no to a shake at a diner. At a diner that looks like this, my friend, if you got to get a shake. So of course we're going to have that.
So we'll get you going a burger and a shake.
Okay.
We're really known for our breakfast, believe it or not. And
Oh,
one
I
of our
believe
key
it.
items for breakfast is our corned beef hash. Homemade corned beef, you know, fresh potatoes, fresh eggs, all that stuff. So we'll get you going.
Okay.
Our other best seller is pancakes. I mean, you can't go wrong with pancakes. But there's a way you can make good pancakes and a way you can make bad pancakes, right? So we got some
Okay.
excellent fluffy pancakes going for you, and we're gonna get those going for you. Absolutely.
So we got some hash with some pancakes.
Yeah.
We got a burger coming.
Yeah.
We had some curds, some onion rings. You're just playing the hits for us
I mean,
tonight.
that's just the hits.
You're playing the hits
our,
right
our
now,
menu
baby.
is extensive. We don't want to get into all the stuff. We'd be here for 2 weeks. I'm sure
Right.
you got other
Which
things.
I'd be fine with,
Yeah,
but-
you know, so
Okay.
I wouldn't mind a great hang, but you know, just our nuts and bolts. You know, what customers really love about us, our fresh stuff, and that's what we really want to feature today.
We're
So,
going to
yeah.
be playing the hits at Gus's Diner, but you mentioned something about a milkshake.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to let you go ahead and make that, and I'm going to
got
meet you
it.
on the other side to talk about
All right,
you
Greg.
and Gus and the history behind this incredible,
Sounds like a
incredible
plan, bud.
diner, brother.
Thank you.
All right,
Sounds
but I'll
like
see
a
you over
plan.
there.
All right.
Oh,
All right, Greg,
what do you have
got
here,
your
man?
Shake ready. I got you a Oreo shake with some
Look at
whipped
this
topping,
thing.
cherry on there, and some chocolate syrup.
Get
It's
in
one
there.
of our best sellers.
Oreo Shake. huh?
Oreo shake.
I'm not mad at that.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
How many
we
of
might
these
have
do
to
you have a
carry
day?
you out of here by the time this thing ends.
We haven't even had any food yet.
All
Like,
right,
we've had the cheese curds, but
That's
appetizers.
just appetizer. We gotta get a
we
little
haven't had-
sweetness, and you know.
And I saw you hand make these. I saw
Yes.
you. There's no machine. I saw you back there like
ice
whipping it up.
cream, whipping it up. Real Oreos, real chocolate syrup, real whipped topping. None of the fake whipped cream stuff.
Man, this is delicious. Well, I'm gonna sip on this for a bit, but I want to hear more about your story, man. Come with me.
Yeah. So
What's going on? Yeah, because Gus is your father.
Gus is my
He's
dad.
back there in the kitchen.
Yep.
You've got 2 locations now, but
Yep.
how did this all start, man?
Well, it started in 2008.
Mm-hmm.
We found this place, and we decided to pursue it. And it was, I want to say, the best decision we ever made.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was a full-on family-run business. Gus, my mom, at that time, my sisters, and my little sister still helps out.
Okay.
And then, like I said, 2008. So we were operating this, and then 2017, we opened up Verona with me and my wife.
Second location.
Second location, and we've been there since then. And we've made it through COVID and through other things, and here we are today, stronger than ever. So, yeah.
And it really is a family affair. And what I mean by that is, you mentioned, of course, your wife and Gus, your father, and everything else, but just for me personally, watching you interact with the staff here,
Yeah,
it feels like
absolutely.
there's something special with that staff and the way that you guys treat them like family.
Absolutely, yeah. So I mean, our kitchen, first of all, has been here. Most of them have been here over 10 years plus. The main lady's been here since we've opened in 2008.
Wow.
So that's a long 15 years with us. So yes, we went through, marriages, kids, all that stuff together, right? So that's a family feel.
And in the food industry, that's not
it's
normal.
impossible. No,
You never see that in the food industry. So whatever you guys are doing, what relationship do you have with the staff, you and Gus?
It's family. I mean, you don't get rid of family. You help family out. They help you when you need it, right? So it's a working partnership, and we've been loyal to them. They've been loyal to us. And 15 years, and we have people that have been in Verona. We've had people there for 5 years since we've opened, right? So all our kitchen is here from the day we've opened. Obviously, you have fill-ins here and there, but the main core, same thing here. You met Nora earlier. Nora's been here since 2008.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
What's the secret to that, do you think, of keeping staff that long?
Well, it's a good work environment. They're happy. The customers are great. And we try not to be, like overbearing. It's a very high pressure business, so
Sure.
it can get very overwhelming. And we don't want to be part of that pressure. We just want to kind of guide along and kind of get things, moving along. And a successful business helps out everybody, not just
not just the owner.
Yeah,
it's taking care of them.
Taking care of the staff, taking care of their kids, and everything like that. So the goal of the business is to be successful, helps out everybody.
Well, I want to ask you about COVID, and more because of you're a success story from that. A lot of people didn't come out of it on top. You did, and I think it's so important to let people know what you did, how it happened, and how you came through the other side. Because, I mean, your other restaurant wasn't even open that long.
Right. I mean, we're just kind of hitting the stride over there, and then just kind of, that stopped. Unfortunately, over there, we did shut down for about 3 weeks to a month, just kind of we get our footing back together.
Yeah.
We're just, going through ideas of how to keep the staff. I mean, really the biggest key, there was no business, but just how to keep the main core staff together. Because we knew eventually we were going to get out of it.
Yeah.
Just have faith in that. And how are we going to keep everybody here? So we did everything we can, me and Gus, to our power to keep the core here.
Right.
Luckily, it was busy enough to here where we can sustain that, and then we ended up opening back up in Verona, and slowly, it really was starting from scratch again. We had to build that business back up from scratch, So thankfully now we're doing, business back up to normal. The staff that was here pre-COVID, 95% of them are still here. We have new people on the team, and we hope they'll be here for 10 years, So that's kind of how we did it.
How did you keep the staff on the other location? You said you closed for 3 or 4 weeks. How are you able to maintain that staff so that when you reopen, you have that core group that you talked about?
Absolutely. So we used our own personal funds to keep the staff on board to the best we can.
Really? So you use personal funds, even though the restaurant was closed,
exactly,
to keep them on board.
To keep them on board.
You don't see that anymore, man. You don't.
I wasn't. They were making a set amount a week. It wasn't full pay, but we were all trying to survive, just enough for them to survive, and we did everything we can to keep the staff.
And that's what you don't see that anymore. Especially, it was. Listen, I'll be really honest. We were all sort of all hands on deck for ourselves when it came to COVID. It's sink or swim, and never protect yourself. So for you to do that for that staff, man, that's incredible.
And like I said, it was a struggle for everybody, But now, they've seen good returns out of it. We've seen good returns out of it, because without a staff, you cannot have business. I don't care what nobody tells you. You can have the best food in the world. I mean, the people make it run. And we knew eventually we were going to get through it. We had to have those people on board with us. And that's the decision we made. So.
Well, that kind of takes me where I want to go next and transition into food, because pretty much everything you guys do is fresh.
Yeah.
Gus is back there. We were talking about that, the pot roast that he's making, that just melts, just falls apart. It's so fresh.
Right.
And so were you able to maintain that sort of integrity with your menus during COVID? Yeah. Did you cut corners, or were you able to keep the integrity?
No, we didn't cut corners. No, we a lot of places, they made smaller menus. I mean, we just kept it the same. We just kind of wrote 2 years off the books. That's just what it was. Like 2 years as a loss. I mean, sometimes you just take a loss to the chin and you move on. We made that decision. We don't want to cut corners. You can't lie to customers. They know what's real, what's not real.
Yeah.
And they might not tell you to your face, but you're going to see your business declining.
Sure.
So we didn't want to cut any corners. It's been a challenge with vendors and getting food in here. that's across the
But that's a
board.
supply chain issue.
That's a
That's
supply
not
chain.
anything you guys did.
Exactly, right. So, that's, that was a challenging part, but we try to keep it as, consistent as we can, given the challenges.
You know what I think the takeaway from this is COVID was tough on everybody, but you did it the right way. You took care of your staff. You made sure the food didn't lose its integrity. You still kept cooking fresh. And then now, post-COVID, the world's opened back up and you're doing better than ever.
Absolutely.
And that's because that staff appreciates you. They stuck with you. And these customers that we see here, they know that you never cut any corners. They know you keep the integrity of the food, man.
Yep, absolutely. A lot of regular customers. I mean, we just hit our 15th year. Let's take the past month of, June, our best month ever here, and in Verona. We beat both records, and
Wow.
so
And that's a testament to it.
That's really the consistency of the staff and the loyal customers. A lot of loyal customers. I mean, can't say that enough. Our customer base is very, very loyal, and they treat us well, and we hope to treat them as well as they treat us.
Yeah. Well,
that's-
you didn't take the easy route. You did it the hard way, but you did it the right way.
Exactly.
And that's what's important, man.
And that's exactly right. Yep. And that comes from my mom. She keeps a tight leash on me and Gus. You can put
really?
my wife in there. She keeps it tight.
So we know who's really running the show around here.
Behind the scenes is really where the show
That's
is.
where the brains of the operation are.
Exactly.
The wise behind the scenes.
Exactly.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we've been talking about food, and I think my appetizer has settled. You were telling me about a burger. You were telling me about a hash.
Yep.
I think we got to get to that, man.
Yep. We'll get some food going for you. I got Gus back there cooking along with some other help, and we'll get you fed here.
Oh, baby.
All right?
Coming up next, it's that burger. Let's go. Here we go, brother. As promised, it is burger time.
Yes, it is.
And I want to grab this and take a big juicy bite, but before I do that, I want to make sure we talk through what we have here, because you mentioned this burger itself is put together from a lot of local ingredients also.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. We'll start with the main part is obviously the beef. That's locally cut here in Wisconsin, just outside of Milwaukee, just about an hour away.
Okay.
And we use a 8119 fresh Angus chuck.
Good, so you get
burger.
a nice enough fat in there.
You get that fat flavor.
That
and
flavor.
We cook them in open flame, as you saw.
Yes.
So you really get that flavor out of the burger. It keeps the juices inside the burger.
And a lot of places, they use the flat top, which is great, but over a flame, though, man,
and
makes
flat
a
top
major
exactly.
difference.
And flat top is great if you want to do some nice
searing?
Searing,
Yeah.
exactly. But if you really want to keep the flavors in there and you get that flame, you use a open flame charcoal is what we use. The blue cheese is also Wisconsin blue cheese,
Okay.
and locally sourced, and it's a nice thick blue cheese crumble. And I just love this burger just because it just stacks up so nicely, and the flavor
does,
combinations. You got a little bit of saltiness. You got some onion straws in there. You got some fresh bacon, thick cut applewood bacon.
And you use the brioche bun, which
bun,
I'm a
yep.
big fan of the brioche
Yes,
bun, especially when it comes to burgers. And I'm going to show you why right now. I don't need to tell you
There you
this.
go right ahead.
But the brioche you can squeeze it down.
Yep.
And when you do, it soaks up those juices.
Yep.
So right there, that bottom bun is going to soak up the juice from that burger. And then you just can get in there like this.
There you go. Got some napkins for you.
That is incredible.
Thank you.
Really and truly.
Thank you.
That
Was it
flame,
cooked? It was cooked all right?
perfectly medium,
Yeah.
which is what I love with my burger.
Yeah.
People are different about that. I
Yep.
like the medium.
Yep.
I really need more flavor.
Yep.
But the flame on that,
Yep.
burger makes such a difference. You can taste sort of that char from that grill.
Exactly.
It's incredible.
Exactly. And like I said, it just, for us, it works. We've done it this way since we've opened, and we're not planning on switching it anytime soon.
So we got the bacon, blue cheese, the onion straw. What other burgers do you guys have on the menu? What else do you make?
We have a thick barbecue burger where we, with barbecue sauce, and we put the thick cut onion rings we have on there.
No way.
So when you build that thing, it's a little higher than this.
So the onion rings that we had earlier,
Yep.
you
we
put that on a burger.
Incorporate that in the barbecue burger. Absolutely. With barbecue sauce and cheese
just
and all the
stacks and
goodies.
stacks.
It just stacks up nicely. You got to get some extra napkins for that one. We also like to incorporate the cheese curds in the burger. We call it our
on.
cheese curd burger. That thing is beautiful. We have, customers order a cheese curd burger and sub their fries for cheese curds. You just can't get enough,
You honestly can. Seriously, in Wisconsin,
I mean,
you have to get cheese curds.
It's one of our best-selling burgers. It's
the cheese curd burger
with, not only the cheese curds on the burger, but
with a side of cheese
curds as well.
I believe it.
Hand to God. And there's other varieties of regular cheeseburger, of course. Bacon pepper jack. A little zesty. There's a guacamole if you want a little spicy. We got guacamole, jalapenos, pepper jack cheese. That's a good one.
Man,
but I feel like these three are this one, the cheese curd burger, absolutely, and the barbecue are most selling.
I want to ask you. For me, I mentioned how I love the char on that. I love the way it's cooked. Do people come in here for burgers? Is that a big item here? Is it like, hey, I'm going to come in, I'm going to get a shake, I'm getting a burger, I'm going to say hi to Gus?
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Burger and shake is our, if you correlate all our tickets, in history, these are going to be right up there, the burger and the shake. Absolutely.
So what about you? Because listen, you're here all day. You guys are running the restaurant. When you have a moment and you go in the back and you say, I'm going to have a burger, what do you make? What do you like to eat?
I go with a regular cheeseburger, all right? I'll throw some cheddar cheese on there, and I love to throw some Thousand Island dressing.
Oh,
that's not on the menu. And I throw some of those onion straws you see in there, so you get the crunchiness. You get the. I love Thousand Island. I'm a huge Reuben fan. We have a great Reuben here, and we use that Thousand Island is just, for me, that's my go-to burger. And of course with cheese curds, I go with the cheese curds.
You go with the cheese curds also. Cheese curds everything.
When I want to have my full calorie intake in one meal, that's what I go with.
But you guys get busy here, man. You work that off. There's no question. There's no question.
Absolutely.
And I do like the texture of those onion straws in there.
Yes.
And you still get some of the onion on the bottom, though.
Yep, we get raw onion. So all our burger builds are, lettuce, tomatoes, mayo, and onions. That's a basic build, and then you add the other toppings.
Your toppings.
Or whatever, if a customer wants to add whatever they want to add to any burger, we accommodate.
So you can customize the burgers.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. I mean, I say if we have it, we'll make it for you. Like that. It's back there.
And again, that's what goes back to what we mentioned earlier, though, about the way you take care of the customers. You make sure that you use everything, use fresh ingredients, and you're taking care of what they want. And I mean, listen, if you're making a burger with cheese curds on it and a side of cheese curds, well, you can do just about anything.
I mean, exactly, and the stuff's back there. I just don't understand why sometimes people get fussy. Yeah, we got it. Well make it.
Customize your own burger.
Exactly.
It's great. All right, I'm going to take one more bite of this.
Yeah.
Gus, it's great, man.
I'm glad you like it.
You know what you're doing. This is Gus, by the way. You've probably seen him in the back of the kitchen. This is Gus, huge personality, fantastic diner. I'm going to take a bite in front of you.
You do that, enjoy.
You ready? Gus,
Yeah.
how many of these you eat in a week?
Oh my lord. 7.
7. One a day. Gus eats one a day of these burgers. That's how good they are. I don't blame you, brother.
Day.
Well, we're gonna take a couple more bites of the burger.
Yeah.
We're not done though, right? We got something else coming up.
We're gonna switch to breakfast now because that's also. I mean, we're a diner, but we sell a lot of breakfast stuff.
We're the best. We're known for breakfast.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yep.
No,
So we'll get that going for you. We'll get that going. Just let Gus be a guy. I mean, just,
The wheels are falling off, everybody. The wheels are falling off, but in the best way possible. So we're gonna wrap up with the burger. Apparently, we're having breakfast for dessert.
Yes,
That's what's happening because we had our
Absolutely.
appetizers. This burger is unbelievable.
Thank
Now
you.
Gus wants us to have breakfast for dessert.
The other thing, I'm going to show you the salad.
Yeah, we'll get it.
Gus is calling me. We'll be back with breakfast for dessert. Okay. Okay, so we're back now with some corned beef hash and some eggs. And now I know that you see a big
Stack of pancakes.
side of a mountain of pancakes there because Gus insisted we have pancakes.
Absolutely.
Because he's been told apparently.
that we have the best pancakes in Wisconsin.
Well, we will be the judge of that.
You'll test that out.
We will. Let's get into this though with the eggs and the corned beef hash. What's in this recipe?
So it's a simple meal, but again, it's assembled. It takes time to assemble it.
Okay.
We start with corned beef, like fresh corned beef. We'll cook that for about 3 hours, and then we cook that the day before. Put it in the fridge, let it sit. Okay. The next day we'll come back, shave off the fat. You gotta get rid of the fat, otherwise they won't stick together. Then we'll assemble it with fresh hash browns with eggs and some not too much seasoning. The corned beef itself is already a little salty.
Pretty seasoned, right?
So you
Yeah.
don't want it too overpowering.
Okay.
So we have the right measurements of hash browns to corned beef. So you want the consistency to stay the same, and really that's the key to the recipe. And it would just-
Staying consistent
the
throughout.
consistency and have the same amount of beef per amount of hash browns. And if that stays the same, the recipe you can make as much as you want.
But that's tough to do when you're making it fresh like this. That's not always easy to
It's
do.
not,
Keeping
no.
that sort of
Yep.
consistency
So
like
that's
that.
why I said it's a simple meal, but it's great. It's one of our best sellers for breakfast. And then we throw on some nice eggs, local Amish organic eggs.
Yes.
You can tell just by the color of that yolk.
Yes. You read my mind,
Yep,
man.
I mean, just go at it.
Look
Yep.
at that. I am a sucker for an amber yolk.
I mean,
on a
they're
runny
eggs,
egg.
right? But they're
Now
real
that golden
or-
color, though,
Yes.
man, you can tell when something is fresh, farm raised, Amish
Exactly.
raised,
Yes.
and a runny egg yolk on just about
I mean,
anything. You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah. So
All right, come on, dig in with me here,
dig
brother.
in there, bud.
Let's go, Tim.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous.
Gotta.
Come on, come on.
That's good stuff, huh? It's one of my go-tos.
Man.
Every breakfast place I go, this is my go-to. Gotta try their corned beef hash and the pancakes.
There's two things I want to say about this. First of all, the corned beef hash, like you said, there's a balance there. It's very balanced and it's not too salty. Now, I personally, when I've had corned beef hash in the past, depending on where,
Yep.
sometimes it's a little salty for my palate.
Yes.
A little too much sodium, a little too much salt, but this just has a really nice balance. You
Exactly.
But you get the flavor of that corned beef.
Absolutely.
But there's a spice in here. I'm going to take one more bite.
Yep.
Because there's a spice I can't put my finger on, and Gus is laughing at me back there. I see you laughing at me, Gus.
I use a little spice.
There's something in here. There's a unique spice, and I know what it is, but I can't. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Just a little bit of seasoning salt.
You gotta let it figure
Come
it out,
on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of seasoning salt.
I'm glad you like it. Look at the pancake. Oh, whoops, that's a die for.
We'll make our
There
way
you go
there.
with the pancake again, Gus. Gus is going off on the pancake again.
It's the most profitable one, Greg. That's why he's trying to sell it on the
okay. It's the most profitable, so now he's like, oh, we have the best in Wisconsin.
Exactly. Oh, great.
I just can't stop eating this corned beef hash,
It's,
man.
it's like I said, it's a simple meal, like a burger. It's a simple burger, but fresh, fresh corned beef, hash browns, eggs, a little bit of seasoning, right?
Yeah.
And it just, comes out to this. I mean, I'm sure you've been to places you've had canned corned beef,
Right, and
And,
that's
you
where
know,
you get that
or you
tinny,
have
salty.
just some strips of corned beef with some hash browns on it. It's
not the same.
It's not the same.
This is so well incorporated.
Exactly.
Everything is incorporated together and really homogenized so that you get a little bit of everything in each
So
bite.
to do a batch of corned beef, it's hours. It's
Sure.
because you got to get the consistency, and obviously you're gonna make enough batch so you don't have to do it every single day because it's time consuming.
Absolutely.
But that's just how we.
You guys
we
figured
do
it out, man.
Yeah.
You really have on this. My goodness, hold on. Yeah, again, the balance.
You don't.
And the egg
you
yolk
don't-
on top of it.
You don't need ketchup on it. Maybe I'm a hot sauce
Nothing.
guy. Maybe some
Maybe
hot sauce.
if you want that.
But really, it's
Just so well balanced.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got to do it. He's staring at me right now. He's staring to make sure that I eat these pancakes. So we're gonna do it. Let's get a good syrup drizzle on
Nice
here.
maple syrup.
We got some butter.
Look at that.
Oh,
Look at that.
Melt in your mouth.
he's still giving me a hard time. I'm over here playing Picasso with the syrup.
Let me get you a
And Gus
fresh.
is like, it's better in your mouth. Eat it. Oh man.
Here, Greg.
What do you got?
Fresh.
No, I'll use this.
You sure?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
All right.
I just want to eat this before Gus comes over the counter at me. Okay, let's get in here. Hey, grab some too.
Go ahead. You go first.
Oh
And
man,
this
This is the way to do it, though. You need
that's
that
the way you do it.
melted
Exactly.
butter, mix it in with the maple.
Yep.
Look at that, slather it all over the place.
Yep.
All right, Gus, this is for you.
Okay,
This is for you.
give it a try. See how you like it.
Well, they're very fluffy.
Yeah.
For one, I haven't even taken a bite
Nobody
yet.
wants nobody wants flat pancakes.
No. Look at this. Big bite. Okay. Ooh.
How you like it?
Gus,
Yeah.
you're trying to put me in a coma today, brother.
No.
Get out of town with that. These are like Willy Wonka pancakes. They're like this big, and they're delicious at the same time.
They really are. I mean, I love them.
These are, seriously, we
Yeah.
got these at Willy Wonka's factory, I think. That's where he made these.
One thing is that they're not gooey. Oh, sorry.
No. I was just gonna say, I forgot we were doing a TV show right now.
Right.
I'm just sitting here eating with
we're
Tim
going
and
to
Gus,
town. Yeah.
chopping it
It's
up.
okay.
Totally forgot we were shooting a TV show.
Yeah.
But I can't help it. These are dynamite. Oh man, and the sweet. After we just had the savory dish too.
That's why it's my favorite.
Do you serve these together?
Yes. It's my favorite
perfect.
combination. Like, you can have the corned beef hash with toast. Some customers have it toast or with fruit.
Right.
But the most popular way is they order pancakes.
So you didn't. It's not like you just brought these out as two separate dishes.
Right.
You're telling me when you serve,
We serve them with. You can have pancakes as
you
a
can
side.
have your side dish.
Yes.
So this is the side dish to that.
It's a little bit smaller than that. All right? We don't want to kill someone. All right.
No, you can't kill him.
I'm not mad at it though.
It's a little bit smaller, but this is a 3 stack of pancakes. But you can have it with pancakes. That was
Right.
the idea
the
behind
major
this.
idea is you can
Yep.
have
Pancakes.
Absolutely.
You get fruit for that, fresh fruit.
Yep.
fruit. I don't want fruit after these
No,
pancakes,
not
Gus.
after that.
Oh, yeah, stick with that.
So you can throw
Yeah.
whatever you want on the pancakes: chocolate chips, blueberries, strawberries, all the
And
good
they're all
stuff.
fresh.
Yes.
Blueberry,
Yep.
fresh strawberry.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
But here's the move, folks at home. When you come to Gus's Diner, I recommend you get the corned beef hash, the eggs with the pancakes, because the
It's a good
combination of the
combination.
savory and sweet, one bite after the other.
Literally, yeah. So go out to eat other places breakfast. It's my go-to because I like that savory and sweet.
I love that combination.
Yep, and that's why I wanted you to try this too because it's some of my best-selling items.
It's a great way to have it.
Yep.
Now I might end up sleeping on that booth tonight. If that's
okay.
okay with you guys.
We're open all night.
Put me to work.
Gus will be here 5 in the morning. Opening.
Like Greg,
Yeah.
We'll put you to work.
help me make the soup. Come on. Man, this is incredible. Well, Tim and Gus, I really want to thank you guys for having us in today.
Absolutely.
We had a blast. Again, I apologize to you guys if I forgot we're doing this as a TV show and I was just having fun. But at least you get to peek in, a fly on the wall with it. So where can people find you, like on social media?
Give me a
I
second.
asked him that right as he's taking a bite. Wheels are falling off.
Facebook for sure.
Yeah.
We don't have an Instagram. We're working
Okay,
on that.
that's fine.
Facebook, absolutely. Google is our biggest driving
Yeah.
forces for our businesses. So if you
Sure.
just search diner anywhere in the Madison area, I guarantee you we're going to pop up. All right?
Yes.
So whatever side of town you're either on the east side of town, you can come to Sun Prairie. If you're on the closer to the west side of town, you would go to our Verona location.
Okay.
And I promise you, it's the identical meal.
What about the website?
Website, gus'sdiner.com. You can order stuff, call in, order online, order delivery services, anything you want. We have it all available for you. So,
But if you are in the area, I recommend you come in and get these yourself.
yeah.
For dinner and a show, because Tim and his father Gus over here, it's a show.
I mean,
So come in for dinner and a show with these guys.
Exactly. And you can have breakfast anytime. You can have this at 8 o'clock at night.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we
Anytime.
serve all day, breakfast all day.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
I've got, you know
It's
what?
not a thing we don't make.
This, and I'm gonna tell them a story that we were talking about before. There was a gentleman that was in town for work. Came in the morning. Gus said, ordered this dish.
Yep.
Comes back in for lunch. Gus is like, "You're back. What do you?"
Right.
Orders this again.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
And he came back
Same
for
here.
That night for dinner.
Three meals.
Get back
Of the
at
same
night.
one. Yeah.
I hope he didn't get the pancakes with that because that poor guy. He probably didn't make it to work the next day.
Exactly.
Well, listen, check out Gus's Diner, like you said, on Facebook and also on the web. And for us, make sure that you like, subscribe. And here's what I want you to do. Leave in the comments below what you would order if you come and when you come to Gus's Diner, and tell us what you think of this stack of pancakes and the corned beef hash. And I want to know what you would eat if you came here. I'll tell you right now, little cheat code, just get this. Okay, just get this.
Can't
Tim,
go wrong.
Thank you very much.
so
Gus,
Greg.
you're a character, man. You are an absolute character.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for sticking with us today. We'll see you next time
Thanks, guys.
on America's
Appreciate it.
Best Restaurants.